Clock in, clock in. Black Gotti just walked in. Me and my bump that I'm trying to, you feel what I'm saying, heal up at the moment. You feel what I'm saying?
Let go. Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now. Don't even be late. Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now. Why they hate? Ese es el culo pa' atrás. Better that's all right now. Right now. Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.
Team Black Gotti stand up, man. Yeah. Right now we about to get into this video, rappers versus cops. If you ain't already like the video, It's finna be a banger, fam.
Making it out the streets and into the rap game gives you credibility in the industry, but it can also put a target on your back from the cops. They love trying to catch big names slipping, and today, we're breaking down the craziest run-ins that famous rappers had with the police. Boosie Badass has had a lot of trouble with cops over the years. He was arrested back in 2008 on drug and gun charges and was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Then in 2010, he got hit with a first-degree murder charge and was facing the death penalty if he was convicted. Boosie beat the murder case, but in 2011, he was sentenced to 8 more years after he allegedly tried to smuggle drugs into 2 different prisons. Luckily, his lawyers were able to prove that it was a setup. Boosie was addicted to codeine at the time, and the cops had an informant offer to bring him some while he was locked up. So Boosie only served a couple of years and was released in 2014.
Damn, I wouldn't even think Boosie was locked up as long as he has. He did 4 years, and I didn't even think he was locked up that much. That's how much of an impact he still had on the streets while he was locked up. That hell, sometimes you'll forget that he locked up. You feel what I'm saying? Because he had so much of an impact when he was doing his thing. But I ain't gonna lie, these encounters about to be funny, because Boosie encounters with anybody in general be hilarious.
He didn't have any more legal issues for almost a decade. But back in July, he was pulled over for an obstructed license plate and told the cops he would spit on them. Body cam footage from the arrest showed up online, and in the video, you can see Boosie walking around in cuffs, yelling at the cops. He threatened to spit on them, then challenged them to take their badges off and run a fade. Boosie was cited for possession of weed, but the cops let him and his homie go without arresting them. Then a month later, he got put up.
Why were they in handcuffs? It's crazy. Oh, I seen this situation right here.
Over again for speeding. This time, he started rapping for the cops. He took a video during the stop.
While
the cops were searching his car, Boosie started rapping his hit, set it off. Then he switched it up and started spitting bars from his track, the police, right in front of the cops.
Hey, damn, those actually bars right there, my brother.
Say with me, the police, the police.
They let him go with just another citation, but Boosie made it clear that he's not rocking with the cops, even if they're not booking him.
It's obvious Boosie drives around knowing there's a possibility he might get pulled. You feel me? So I think that's why every time he ride and he know he got no choice but to be clean. And then when you do these encounters, you do stuff like this, they definitely finna try to get at you every chance they get. And then Boosie be smoking. And he told them folks, literally in this situation, I'm finna roll up as soon as y'all leave. A little bit too hot out here.
Hopefully, he switches up how he moves and avoids any more stops, because he's already beat too many charges to throw it all away and end up back in prison. Kodak Black is another massive artist who's had a lot of trouble with the police. He went to juvie 3 times in 1 year and has been arrested over 10 times since then. Back in 2020, he pleaded guilty to a weapons charge and got sent to prison. But Donald Trump pardoned him the next year and he got out early. Even though he's one of the biggest rappers in the game, Yak can't stop running into the cops. He got booked on a trespassing charge in January, and in July, he was stopped in Florida for illegal tint. The cops found 31 oxy pills and 75 racks in the whip. But Kodak ended up on house arrest since he was already on parole. He's facing some serious charges over the arrest, but that ain't stopping him from hopping on Twitter to troll the cop that booked him. He wrote, "Hey, I'm Officer Pinky, the one on the news for arresting the rapper kid with the big and a lot of cash."
Ain't no way he just wrote this shit like this.
Yeah, my daughter talks about it so much, I had to pull him over so I can feel it myself. Kodak was booked on possession of a controlled substance and drug trafficking. So tap in for more updates as the case develops. Last year, Polo G scored a huge win after his album Hall of Fame debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart. But the day after the album dropped, Polo was arrested in Miami after he allegedly tackled a cop and started throwing punches. According to reporters, the car Polo was in got pulled over and the situation turns up quick. After the cops pulled him out of the car, Polo allegedly wrestled one of them to the ground and started punching and elbowing him. Apparently, he even told the cop he was gonna kill him. Eventually, the cops cuffed and booked him, and it looked like Polo was about to get locked up right when his career was getting bigger than ever. His mom said the cops targeted him, and after it went down, Polo tweeted, "They playing foul in Miami." And that shit been like that for a minute. Polo got hit with a bunch of charges, including 2 felonies for attacking a cop, but all of them were dropped in April after he completed an anger management course. Getting the felonies dropped was a huge win, and now he can go back to focusing on the music. Hopefully, Polo stays off the police radar from now on though. He has a lot of momentum behind him, and it would be a shame to lose it all over some petty legal issues. King Von had a lot of charges on his record before he was killed back in 2020. He would probably be facing at least 3 murder cases right now, and the cops even tried to press him in the middle of a music video shoot. Body cam video surfaced online showing a cop trying to question Von. The cop kept trying to get Von to talk and threatened to book him on accessory charges, but Von just kept his head down and didn't say anything. It's not clear what was going down, but apparently, the cop didn't really have anything to pin on him. Von's cameraman filmed the whole thing, and a crowd of people were standing around watching the cop question him.
You gonna talk, man? You gonna tell me what's going on over there, or what? You gonna act stupid?
You the one acting stupid. Don't you see what's going on? There's 2 people going back and forth with a camera in their hand. What do you think is going on? Am I tripping?
I can take you in for accessory, you know that.
Accessory to a music video? Ain't no way.
You gonna say something? Speak. You gonna cat out your tongue or what?
The video cuts off before anything happens, but it doesn't seem like Von was booked. A lot of people get loud.
Okay, now that situation, he was definitely messing with him. There's so many people around. You could go ask anybody else, but you choose to target Von at that situation. And then on top of that, you gonna ask what's going on here. When there's a dude with a big ass camera that's just going back and forth, why are you talking to him? Obviously, it's a music video or a video shoot of some sort, just in case he ain't know.
Loud and started yelling when the cops tried to press them, but Von kept his cool and didn't give him any excuse to take him in. 6ix9ine is famous for flipping on his crew and working with the police, but back in 2018, he got hit with assault charges for attacking a cop. It all started after 6ix9ine parked in front of a fire hydrant and got charged with 2 misdemeanors. Then the next day, he got hit with 5 more charges when the cops took his cuffs off and he grabbed and squeezed a cop's hand. According to police reports, 6ix9ine caused pain and swelling to the cop, so they booked him on a wild assault charge. The case was already weak. 6ix9ine eventually got off with a plea deal and didn't serve any time. Usually, getting assault charges against a cop will give a rapper some clout, but 6ix9ine didn't get any respect for just giving the cop a really strong handshake. Foolio is a rapper from Jacksonville, Florida, who's known for his deadly war against Young and Ace. He told fans he's taking a step back from all the beef and did some dead ops, but that hasn't stopped the cops from targeting him. Back in April, Foolio was pulled over in Jacksonville for a illegal window tint. According to them, he drove around 400 feet after they tried to pull him over, so they booked him on a felony fleeing a police charge. The case has caused a lot of controversy after people saw the body cam footage. In the video, Foolio stops less than 20 seconds after the cops flipped their lights on. Next, 5 cops ran up with their guns out and booked him. The situation was already sketchy. Then it got even weirder when a detective testified that they actually pulled him over to get his phone. They held Foolio for over 2 hours in a squad car, then took him to the state attorney's office to press him about a murder case he hasn't even been charged in. Plus, an assistant state attorney showed up during the stop and told the cops how to handle it. Foolio was facing 3 years in prison if the case went to trial.
Hey Arnold!
Luckily, his lawyer got him a plea deal. Now he's only serving 6 months of probation. Hopefully he switches up how he moves though, because it's pretty obvious the police in Jacksonville have a target on his back. Designer isn't making headlines with his music like he was back in 2016, but in June, he was in the spotlight again for yelling at some cops who pulled him over in LA. According to the police, they pulled him over for driving without plates and having an illegal tint. That's when Designer stepped out of the whip and the situation turned tough. In the video of the stop, you can see Designer walking around yelling at a big group of cops. Some of them had their hands on their weapons, and Designer yelled,
Please, keep your hand up your gun. Keep your hand up your gun. Keep your hand up your gun. Keep your hands off your guns. Keep your hands off your guns. I don't got shit.
Everything could have gone left real fast, but Designer calmed down after some more cops showed up and settled the situation. He got a ticket for tags and tint, but luckily, it didn't get too crazy. That wasn't the first time he had issues with the police. In 2018, he got into some kind of road rage situation with another dude, and in the middle of the argument, Designer pulled his pants down and told the dude to suck his
Bro, you showed somebody your balls, bro. Oh yeah, they supposed to lock your ass up for that one.
Cop came up to defuse everything, and that's when Designer dropped his pants in front of the cop too. In 2019, Designer told his fans that he spends like $20K a month on Uber rides. That's a lot of cash to be thrown away, but maybe he should just go back to doing that and stay out of the driver's seat. Young M.A. hasn't been in and out of jail all her life like a lot of rappers, but in 2020, she proved she was ready to stand up to the cops after they tried to press one of her fans. According to M.A., it all started when one of her fans stopped in the road to show her love. Then the cop showed up and pulled the fan over for allegedly blocking traffic. M.A. started recording the situation and was pressing the cops about why they were messing with her fan. The cops started going through the fan's trunk, so M.A. and the whole crowd got in their faces and asked them why they were invading her privacy over a traffic stop. The situation started getting heated as more cops showed up, but luckily, they got it sorted out before anything serious happened. The woman was let off with a warning, and afterwards, M.A. said,
"You got a warning. That's what we do. Yeah, y'all talking about we not out here. Yeah. We fixed that."
She could have just left the scene when the cops showed up, but instead, she stood up for her fan and let the cops know they wasn't gonna pull any slick moves.
Yeah, she did a solid one on that one. Well, I'm pretty sure y'all see how much you can be targeted just because of who you are. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure regular people go through this on a regular daily basis, but these are just situations that, you know, get brought to the light because of who the people are. You feel me? And shout out to the people in blue who actually do their jobs to protect and serve. You feel me? And those who just do it to take advantage of people and just abuse your authority, I feel like you should find another field of work, but who am I to tell you what to do? But I do appreciate the people who really uphold the Constitution, you feel what I'm saying, and actually, you know, mean good to everybody, no matter what. But let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment below. I'm not done with that. Clock out, Black Gotti. Just all that.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.